Jaydon Hood, who is a teammate of Jaden McBurrows. I'm pulling up his thing here. So he's a 4-star inside linebacker out of St. Thomas Aquinas powerhouse program. Super hard hitting. If anyone goes out there and watches his huddle highlight film, it kind of reminds some people of Devin Bush, which is a lofty comparison. But in terms of the way he hits and gets after guys and is aggressive, I would say it's a fair comparison just in the style there. Obviously not as fast and dynamic as Devin Bush was and is. And then Tyler McLaurin, a 3-star out of Illinois, who could probably play the Mike linebacker, the Will linebacker, either for Michigan, but certainly an interior guy. Junior Colson is the headliner at linebacker, 4-star out of Brentwood, Tennessee, the Nashville area. He's the number 82 player in the country and listed as an outside linebacker. He could play probably the Mike, the Will, the Sam. He could be a pass rush guy off the edge. He can kind of do it all, and I think that's what Michigan loves so much about him. He's not just locked in at one position. So I think that's going to be huge for Michigan as well. I would put him up there. Our recruiting guy, EJ Holland, has him rated as the number 1 kid in the class, and that includes J.J. McCarthy, Donovan Edwards, Xavier Worthy. He thinks this kid is that good, and despite being in Nashville where you have a lot of recruiting coverage, he just wasn't seen as much. And people, and he's newer to football as well. He came from Haiti and grew up playing soccer, so this kid has all the upside in the world, and Michigan is very, very happy to have gotten him last summer and closed with him there on signing day, despite teams like Tennessee, Ole Miss, and all them making kind of some late runs at him. And then we can't forget in this class about Tommy Doman, the kicker punter, who is a 6-star, not on Rivals, but some of the kicking services. First ever 6-star. I forget which service rated him as that. Phenomenal, right out of Detroit, Orchard Lake, St. Mary's, kind of a a budding, maybe powerhouse type of program. Have a guy every now and then, and they win a lot of state championships. Can do it all. Probably will, compete for the starting punter job. Can kick off. Can also kick field goals, obviously, as well. And I wouldn't be shocked if he sees the field. When people ask about who's going to see the field first out of this freshman class, Tommy Doman's name comes up because he is that good. And Michigan offered him a scholarship. I know not every specialist gets that, but they really love him as well and wanted him to be on scholarship, and he's a big part of the class too.
And again, I want to get this straight and highlight this for everyone. EJ Holland, well-respected there at Rivals, likes Junior Colson. Of course, everybody's talking McCaffrey and talking Edwards, and rightfully so, and it's because of the positions that they play as well. But Junior Colson as the best prospect in the class. Yes,
hands down. And he loves the other guys. It's not that he doesn't like those guys either. J.J. McCarthy's a guy right on the edge of 5-star status. I think he's rated 5-star elsewhere. Everyone wants to talk about the other guys. Junior Colson is, going to be a leader for Michigan as well. I got the pleasure of meeting him when he came up to Ann Arbor for his visit, and he dropped by our office, and we had an interview with him and his family. They're just outstanding. And when you watch his tape, he's kind of all over the field too. Like I mentioned, throw him basically at any position and he's going to succeed. So they really, really like him as well. And hey, I trust EJ with saying he's the number 1 guy in the class too. I mean, very, very high praise there.
Clayton, this is why we have you on. This is a phenomenal. We threw you a ton of work, and you lined it all up for the 2021 class and the 6 commits for 22 as well, as Michigan's off to a great start in the next recruiting cycle. Clayton Sayfie on the line from Rivals, thewolverine.com. Got to join him, the rest of the staff over there, tracking Michigan football and basketball in particular. Great stuff, Clayton. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks for having me.